My brother betrayed me and got my fiancée pregnant. My family wants me to forgive him. The happiest day of my life was supposed to be my wedding, but it turned into a nightmare. My brother, my best man, betrayed me in the worst way possible. He didn't just ruin my wedding, he destroyed my entire life. And now my family has the audacity to ask me to forgive him? My brother Adam and I were always close. Growing up, he was my protector, my partner in crime, and my best friend. We shared everything, dreams, secrets, and even heartbreaks. So when I introduced him to my fiancée Sarah, I was thrilled to see how well they got along. Little did I know that bond would become the beginning of my nightmare. Sarah and I met 3 years ago, and from the moment we locked eyes, I knew she was the one. We built a life together, planned our future, and finally decided to tie the knot. Adam was my best man, and he was supposed to stand by my side on the most important day of my life. But in the months leading up to the wedding, I started noticing subtle changes. Sarah became distant, often making excuses to avoid spending time together. Adam, too, seemed off, always preoccupied, avoiding eye contact. I chalked it up to wedding stress, but deep down I felt something was wrong. The truth came out just 2 weeks before the wedding. I came home early from work, excited to surprise Sarah with a date night. But when I opened the door, I heard hushed voices in the living room. As I walked closer, I froze at what I overheard. "Adam, we have to tell him," Sarah said, her voice shaking. "No, we can't. It'll destroy him," Adam replied. My heart raced as I stepped into the room. Their guilty faces confirmed my worst fears before they even said a word. "What's going on?" I demanded. Sarah broke down in tears, and Adam stood there, silent. Finally, Sarah blurted out, "I'm pregnant, and it's Adam's." The words hit me like a truck. My own brother, the man I trusted more than anyone, had been having an affair with my fiancée. I don't remember much after that. I stormed out of the house, my mind racing with anger, betrayal, and disbelief. Over the next few days, I tried to process what had happened. Sarah begged me to forgive her, saying it was a mistake, a moment of weakness. Adam, on the other hand, stayed quiet, avoiding me altogether. What hurt the most was my family's reaction. Instead of supporting me, they tried to mediate. My parents called a family meeting, urging me to forgive Adam and Sarah for the sake of family unity. My mom even had the audacity to say, "Blood is thicker than water. You can't let this tear us apart." But how could I forgive them? How could I look at my brother, knowing what he'd done? I finally confronted Adam. "How could you do this to me? You were my brother, my best friend." He didn't try to defend himself. Instead, he said, "I didn't mean for this to happen. It just did. I'm sorry." Sorry? Sorry, I didn't even begin to cover it. I told him I wanted nothing to do with him or Sarah ever again. I called off the wedding and cut ties with both Adam and Sarah. My family kept pressuring me to reconcile, but I stood my ground. Some betrayals are unforgivable. Now I'm rebuilding my life, focusing on myself and the people who truly care about me. But the scars remain, and every so often I wonder, what would you do if your own brother betrayed you like this? Would you forgive him or walk away for good?